We've got some exciting news today, something that a lot of you have been eagerly waiting for. A massive leak has just revealed almost everything you need to know about the upcoming Samsung Galaxy S24 FE. That's right, months ahead of its expected launch in the fourth quarter of this year, we already have a pretty clear picture of what this phone is going to offer. So let's dive in. First up, let's talk about the design. If you've seen the Galaxy S24, then the S24 FE will look pretty familiar to you. According to the press renders leaked by Android headlines, the Galaxy S24 FE features flat front and rear glass panels, flat aluminum sides, and those rounded corners that give it a sleek, modern look. But here's something you might notice. It has slightly thicker bezels, especially around the chin area, compared to the Galaxy S24. In terms of color options, Samsung is offering the S24 FE in 5 colors: blue, graphite, mint, silver, and yellow. This wide range of colors gives you plenty of choices to match your style. Whether you prefer a classic graphite or want to stand out with a vibrant yellow, Samsung's got you covered. Now let's move on to the display, one of the most crucial aspects of any smartphone. The Galaxy S24 FE is expected to come with a 6.7-inch OLED screen that offers full HD plus resolution. That means you'll get a sharp, clear display perfect for everything from streaming videos to gaming. But that's not all. The screen also boasts a 120Hz refresh rate, making scrolling animations super smooth. One of the standout features here is the peak brightness, which can go up to 1900 nits. That's incredibly bright, ensuring you can comfortably use your phone outdoors, even under direct sunlight. Plus, Samsung has added Gorilla Glass Victus Plus for extra durability, so your screen is better protected against accidental drops and scratches. Alright, camera enthusiasts, this one's for you. The Galaxy S24 FE is packing some serious camera hardware. On the front, you've got a 10-megapixel selfie camera, pretty standard, but it should get the job done for all your video calls and selfies. But the real magic happens on the back. The Galaxy S24 FE is equipped with a triple camera setup, starting with a 50-megapixel primary camera. This camera is likely to capture detailed, vibrant photos, even in little light conditions. Then there's a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera, perfect for those wide-angle shots when you want to capture more of the scene. And finally, we've got an 8-megapixel telephoto camera with 3x optical zoom. When it comes to performance, the Galaxy S24 FE doesn't seem to disappoint. According to the leak, most markets will get the Exynos 2400 processor. But if you're in the US, you might get the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy chip. Both of these processors are pretty powerful, so you can expect smooth multitasking, fast app loading times, and overall reliable performance. While the exact RAM and storage options haven't been confirmed yet, it's likely that the S24 FE will come with 12 GB of RAM and either 256 GB or 512 GB of storage. Powering the Galaxy S24 FE is a 4565 mAh battery. Samsung claims that this battery can provide up to 78 hours of audio playback and 29 hours of video playback on a single charge. If these numbers hold true, it means the S24 FE will have impressive battery life, easily getting you through a full day of use with some juice left over. On the software side, the Galaxy S24 FE is expected to run on just that the S24 FE could be priced at around $649 in the US. While this is still considered mid-range pricing, it does push the boundaries a bit, especially considering the competition in this price segment. That's it for today. What are your thoughts on the Galaxy S24 FE? Do you think it's worth the potential price hike? Let me know in the comments section. As always, see you in the next video. In just a few months' time, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will succeed the iPhone 15 Pro Max and take on the mantle as the best and most advanced iPhone out there. Although there's plenty of time until September and a lot can change, we seem to know a lot about the upcoming top iPhone model based on rumors and leaks. How is the iPhone 16 Pro Max shaping up against its predecessor? What's changing and what's staying the same? Let's see how the iPhone 16 Pro Max shapes up against the current best iPhone Apple has in its roster. First up, let's talk about design and size. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will inherit the same design language as the iPhone 15 Pro Max, employing the same titanium frame with a completely flat screen. The major difference between the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro Max will be size. The upcoming iPhone screen will grow to 6.9 inches across, a significant bump over the iPhone 15 Pro Max's 6.7-inch display. To achieve this, they're likely shrinking the bezels down even further and making the phone itself slightly larger overall. As per the rumors, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will measure 163mm in height and 77.58mm in width, versus 159.9mm and 76.7mm for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, respectively. A small but notable change, all things considered. The iPhone 15 Pro Max debuted with an action button instead of a mute switch and a USB Type-C port at the bottom, so those two features will be carrying over to the newer model as well. However, the iPhone 16 series will be scoring another button, dubbed the Capture button. Colors-wise, the iPhone 15 Pro Max was available in 4 understated and titanium-inspired colors. We've heard that Apple might use another titanium processing technique that will make the iPhone 16 Pro Max glossier and also more capable of retaining colors. Moving on to display differences. As mentioned, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come along with a significantly larger display, measuring at 6.9 inches across. Aside from the size, when you don't clearly expect any other major changes, we're certainly getting a liquid Retina XDR display with an OLED panel delivering superb colors, contrast, and exceptional maximum brightness. The screen will support 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate, making scrolling through the interface and on-screen content way smoother. Now let's delve into performance and software. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will feature a second-generation 3nm chip, possibly dubbed Apple A18 Pro. As one can imagine, we expect that the Apple A18 Pro will have better performance than the Apple A17 Pro. Due to the heavily rumored focus on AI for both iOS and the iPhone 16 range, we expect that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come with a much improved neural engine to take care of all the generative AI features. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will also be a first to debut iOS 18 with a focus on artificial intelligence features. The new iPhone 16 Pro Max will also support faster Wi-Fi 7 and a more power-efficient 5G modem, keeping you future-proofed on the connectivity front. Let's talk about the camera. As the iPhone 15 Pro Max delivers a host of important camera features, chief among which is the new 120mm telephoto lens, the iPhone 16 Pro Max could finally address one of the forgotten cameras that hasn't recently scored any significant overhauls, the ultra-wide. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo believes that Apple will be introducing a 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. When it comes to audio quality, iPhone Pro Max devices are always up there with the best, setting the benchmarks for all other manufacturers to measure up against. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will be no exception. The same generally applies to haptics too. iPhones are arguably the best devices when it comes to haptic feedback, giving us precise and accurate vibrations that are sufficiently strong yet not overpowering. Lastly, battery life and charging. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will reportedly feature a much larger 4,676 mAh battery compared to the 4,422 mAh battery in the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Charging-wise, we haven't heard anything about a potential charging speed increase, but we hope to see one on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So far, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is shaping up to be a logical improvement to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, delivering key upgrades in important areas like screen size, performance, AI, and battery life. Thus far, we haven't heard anything particular about a potential price increase, so it's safe to assume that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will start at $1,199 for the 256GB version. Of course, if there's an iPhone 15 Pro Max in your pocket, then you'll probably have few reasons to upgrade to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Stay tuned for more updates on the iPhone 16 Pro Max as we get closer to its release date. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest tech news and reviews. Thanks for watching. Until next time.